Hello, beautiful people out there. I hope you had a great Easter this past weekend if you do celebrate Easter. Well, in today's video, I like to try to keep it more short and succinct for you guys. So for today, I want to go over a little bit about internal injuries. If you have internal injuries, and how do you know if you have internal injuries? Well, maybe you feel hot and cold. You for sure know you don't have the cold or the flu, right? But for some reason, fluctuates and you feel hot and cold, or maybe you feel a little overheated, or you just don't feel well. You could possibly have internal bruises, internal injuries that need to get treated. So this technique that I'm going to share with you is better than dry brush. And if you know dry brush, it is a good technique in of itself. However, dry brushing just targets like the surface circulation. And with this technique I'm going to show you, it's going to target deeper layers that will help you find some salvation and solutions that will better assist you in the long run. So what I'm going to show you now is a tool that is used sometimes. I even use sometimes. You're going to want to find something like this. Okay, this is a big spoon, right? And you can see it's pretty thick, right? It's big, but you can also use a smaller spoon. Just make sure that the material is ceramic. You're gonna wanna make sure it's ceramic because that will be most efficient for you, okay? So what you're going to do, and of course I should put a notation that for anything worth reaching our goals that we want, to be honest, we have to suffer at times, right? That's just the honest truth. Nothing is going to be easy, but I'm here with you and I'm here to help you. So you can get this at any kind of small market, flea market, the smaller ones, smaller spoons that you can eat normally soup with, that can be found easier, I believe. Or maybe just go to a restaurant, an Asian restaurant that could possibly sell the smaller ones. This one I got from out of the country, not in an Asian country, but so they're sold everywhere. You just kind of have to look around, or you can look up online as well. So for this, just like dry brushing, okay, this is going to reach deeper layers. So for example, I'm just going to give a couple of examples. If you are having migraines or like a headache, right? Whether it's the back or the sides or the front of the forehead, you're going to want to take the spoon, whatever you have. You're going to start right here at the top of the center, the top of your forehead, or the top of your scalp. And you're going to move using the sides here, the edge, right here, the edge. You're going to use that, and you're going to kind of like, maybe the correct word is scrape. So you're going to scrape from the top. You're going to put pressure and move that edge that I just showed you down. And if you're hurting like in the back with your migraine, you're going to move it this way, okay? And if your sides hurt, you can move it this way, always from the top, okay? And then your temples here, sometimes you get migraines here, sometimes I do get migraines here. You'll just move the spoon like this, okay? And put pressure on your skin or your scalp. And you always want to move downward towards your heart, because your heart is your organ where it circulates everything, the blood streams, everything. the veins pump back blood to your heart, and then it exits out your arteries, right? So everything that you're scraping, just as you would dry brushing, you'd move towards your heart. So if your neck is having issues and you might feel overheated on your neck also, you can move using the edge again, put it here and move down and put your pressure right there, pressure points. Move down and then move like on your chest, move towards your heart. And this can be anywhere in your body. It can be on your back. A lot of people have, like in the thumbnail you see, that's a real picture that I've helped someone alleviate some tension with. So that's on their back. But it could be anywhere that you're having pain. Sometimes you don't even realize that you have problems or issues until you put the pressure on it. Then you can feel, oh yeah, my circulation there is not good, and you want to improve it. And when you put more pressure and you keep doing it, obviously it's not going to be extremely pleasant feeling, right? But you keep doing it, and then eventually you'll start to see like the color come out, right? And so that means your internal bruising, your internal injuries are releasing themselves and they're being fixed, okay? Also, so starting with your legs, sometimes people have pain in their legs. A lot of people have pain in their legs, especially the older you get. Also, you will see some people and they will have maybe a little or a lot of swelling that accumulates in their legs, lower legs, lymphatic system, right? So you want to take your spoon or your dry brushing, of course, if you want to start easy, but that only targets the surface level, as I said earlier. And you want to take the edge of the spoon, if you're using the spoon, and you want to scrape upwards. Again, everything above the heart, you want to scrape down to the heart. Everything below the heart, you want to scrape back up to the heart in general. So I hope this has provided some insight for you. And this is a very good technique for you to feel some relief, because the relief will only come after the pain. And just make sure to go slow and steady at first. Again, you can start with dry brushing, but that will not target deeper layers. And I hope that this again has been helpful and useful to you in some way, shape, or form. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.